Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We're on to day number 4 of solo self-bound Crucible League, playing Volcanic Fissure Totems, and we got lots of upgrades and optimization yesterday. The big deal, finding Tanu Ahi gloves that I'm able to use to generate adrenaline and onslaught from my totems leeching life to me. Now, a big factor in this working is the fact that I'm using Scorching Ray, and the Scorching Ray is also casting my flammability, so this is causing me to spend life to cast the Scorching Ray and also spend life each time the flammability casts, as well as I have a Blood Rage to degen life as well. This maximizes the amount of time that I'm missing a tiny bit of life, and then my totems can leech life to me. That life regen will fill me to my maximum life to give me the 10% chance at adrenaline and onslaught. And since I have so many fiery balls coming off of there, it's nearly permanent uptime on adrenaline and onslaught, at least once you're fighting things. So the build's kind of popping off at this point. Now, I went through all of my stash tabs, cleaned this out yesterday. Here's the items that I found from that. Nothing super spectacular. Nothing that's going to make it into the build. Just some more kind of halfway decent gear to hold on to. A lot of energy shield on this helmet with big life and stuff like that. Quiver that looks kind of cool. Big projectile speed and flat damage with some multi. +1 Fizz Gem shield. Big cold damage shield with some resists. Triple res gloves with not great life. This is the best mace that I found, and it doesn't quite live up to the one that I have without the attack speed. I could craft attack speed on it, but it's just not going to be there. I can't get close to the T2 attack speed on the weapon. This shield is also pretty insane. It has T1 flat armor ES on it, T1 life with LE res and life recovery on block. Open prefix and suffix, so you can craft armor ES on this and have a pretty insane shield from that, as well as there just being an open suffix on this. Shield's really cool. Yeah, it's really the only major things of note in here. Nothing super spectacular. I did get a 9 passive fire damage cluster jewel, which is interesting. Then I also decided I was going to look at some of these crucible trees on some convoking ones. Now, I saved convoking ones. I was picking those up just so I had a big pool of convoking ones, because this could open up different things for minions. So I wanted to see what crucible trees I could get on those. I have one with increases and reductions to minion damage, also affect dominating blow and absolution at 150% their value. That seems pretty crazy to have on a convoking one. But that's minion cold damage, minion accuracy, crit modifier magnitudes, or cold exposure into minion armor, and then dominating blow absolution. Kind of meh. But then there's always inflict, scorch brittle, and sapped with elemental hit or wild strike. And kinetic bolt, kinetic blast, power siphon have 20% reduced enemy stun threshold and a chance to double stun duration. Nothing super crazy there, but I thought I'd take a peek. So the first goal of the day definitely has to be checking out these Ebony Tower shields, because I want a Tukahama's Fortress, and the idea is that I unlock Crucible passive trees on these Ebony Tower shields, trying to find one that I can upgrade in vendor for a unique Ebony Tower shield. We've tried a bunch. I have a bunch that we haven't tested yet, and that's what I'm going to start with. Just run into the ossuary and make these real quick. And hopefully, since I've increased the damage by so much with all the optimization I did yesterday, we can actually just one-shot these crucibles. Don't have to do multiple of them just to check one tree. That would be ideal. There we go. There's the first one. Maxed it out. Stuff really hurts. There's a Soul Eater with an invulnerability aura. Something with life regen, and everything hurts. These encounters are so crazy. It really makes you wonder how much testing actually went into this. Having 4 months in preparation for this league, you would expect it's probably in a better state than it is here as it launched. I don't know. Seeing something like that, kind of a lackluster league mechanic after 4 months, kind of is leading me more to thinking that once ExileCon comes around, we might be like day one announcing PoE 2 betas live kind of thing. It's definitely possible. GGG loves to surprise us on things. No one was expecting PoE 2 during the last Exile con, so who knows. What do we got here? Armageddon brands and Storm brands can be attached to Summon a Reaper, and nothing else big on that one. Go next. People keep recommending that I use like a Wave of Conviction trap to apply exposure, but I'm pretty sure Wave of Conviction only applies a 15% exposure, whereas my Scorching Ray can apply a minus 25 fire res exposure, and I really need the Scorching Ray. The fact that I have this channeling skill is, like I was mentioning earlier, like I'm constantly trying to drain life so that the totems can leech it to me and I can get the onslaught and adrenaline buffs when they hit those enemies. Now if I'm just standing there, my life's going to be full. So there's no way for them to leech me to full life unless I'm giving them the most possible windows to do so, especially given that I have almost 1100 life regen per second, which is like a third of my life pretty much, and that's before consecrated ground or anything. So I got a lot of life recovery, so I have to constantly be spending it, and they have to constantly be hitting enemies. It'll definitely get easier once I can get a multi-strike on it. Oh, this is one of the lightning ones with the annoying ball things. Yeah, I gotta focus on the Blood Rage too. Blood Rage duration doesn't reset, but it definitely helps a lot at getting the uptime on the onslaught and adrenaline. Oh yeah, like I was mentioning, if I have a 5th totem and multi-strike on them, like absolutely, it's gonna be super easy to maintain the uptime. Like, I am actually using Blood Rage only to degen my life. Nothing else. It's not getting me frenzy charges. I'm getting the tiny bit of attack speed, but I also can't level it up because I don't have super dexterity. It's only level 3 and then it capped out. So it has its use, but it's pretty inefficient. There's probably other ways that I can degen my life in a more beneficial way than using Blood Rage with that totem build. Another one. Haste. Nothing else. These crucibles are not letting me fully tap out these shields. I wonder if it is because I have higher item level shields now. I don't know. But yeah, I maxed it out and it didn't give me my passive tree. As annoying as it is to go into the ossuary for this, I don't know of any really better option. It's definitely an area I don't need to worry too much about looting things. I just need to get in here and get this. But yeah, it just didn't get all the way, even though it charged all the way up. I'm needing 2 zones for this here. It's a real pain, but that would be 2 maps were I doing this in maps. So, and I don't like to have my inventory this full in maps so I can loot things. What do we got? 80 int, no inherit bonus from intelligence. That'd be really good for my current build. 3% life regen on low life. Solid. Cannot block spell damage though. Rip. Wish I could just do this in the quarry, honestly. It sucks that that levels out on you now. The ossuary is not a tiny zone. Oh yeah, I also did delve a little bit. Just a couple nodes to get a bunch of capacity. Well, that wasn't full on me. Please let me get my tree in one go this time. Yes. Right at the very end, the last possible second, it let me have it. But yeah, maxed out. This stuff is dying now, at least here. And this is a 67 zone, so it's not much different than a map, T1 map. Hail, consecrated ground, cooldown recovery per power charge, but minus power charge. I was also thinking that I might be looking pretty bad on my totem placement speed. Now, when I look down here, these have an attack time of 0.88 seconds without the onslaught and adrenaline up. But a POB, it was telling me I have a 0.21 second totem placement time or something like that. My totem placement time is when I cast this, it seems, to when the totem appears. But the totem is not going to attack until the guy appears on top of it. So increasing my totem placement speed gets the first little bit out faster, but it's not going to just absolutely crush the amount of time that needs to be invested. Oh, Gravicius dropped a chest. Is this what I need? No. I want that fizz taken as fire and lightning on a chest so that I can get a chest with no life but big armor and then put that on there. Yeah, totem placement time, it says here in POB, 0.3 seconds. I think it's more than 0.3 seconds before when I push the button to when the guy shows up. So press. It seemed like way more than 0.3 seconds, right? So that's why it thinks I feel like the 0.3 seconds is from when I push the button to when the totem shows up. So on the tree here, were I to get 5, 5, and 25% totem placement speed, that drops to 0.26. So I save 0.04 seconds on the initial part. Like I don't think the totem placement speed is it. It doesn't. It's kind of like trap throwing speed. After a while, trap throwing speed doesn't really do much for you because you still have to wait on the like trap arming time. Once it's placed, it has to like set itself, kind of thing. It doesn't. The timer for totem placement speed doesn't fully embody what the amount of time it takes to actually summon these. It's strange. So I think because of that, like kind of totem arming time, it's always gonna feel a little off. Just a little bit clunky. And it could be possible that that arming time is kind of related to the attack speed of the totems. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's much I can do to really improve the delay from when I cast the totems to when they actually do something. Winter Heart. Shield has killing blows from Smite and Static Strike consume corpses to recover life. Interesting. Zealotry Aura effect and reservation. I would love this 80 dex on a shield. I don't need the benefits from dex at all, so something like this would be huge for me, both for dex and the int. My first unique dump tab is almost full as well, so I'm about to have to dump this into the actual unique tab. This one didn't get it. It really sucks maxing out a Crucible and not even getting your first tree. Look at that. I powered one all the way up just to get a sliver off, and this one I'm barely gonna have to tap it, and then everything's just gonna fall over for me to finish it. What do we got? Fire trap and explosive trap. Throw industrial trap when used by mine. I really like this 5% strength 40 armor node that has shown up a few times. Next, nothing. Next, we got Rage Vortex, Blade Storm. Nothing else. Oh, I love it when this spawns right by the door. So good. +1 Frenzy and Power, -1 Endurance Charge. Defense modifiers. Charge Steel. Oh, still need to fix this craft. Oh, it didn't give me another tier. Well, I can at least fix it from 100 armor. Only 3 more shields. I got a Frenzy Charge somehow. I don't know how, but I got a Frenzy Charge. How would I get a Frenzy Charge? Maybe if the combustion on the leap slam can kill an enemy? Supposedly I can't deal damage with skills myself. That's kind of the ancestral bond thing. I can understand maybe with a Culling Strike. Got Shield Crust, Spectral Shield Throw, flat lightning damage per energy shield. 100% fizz damage converted to lightning. Interesting. Herald of Ash, buff effect and reservation. Zap on block. 5-link Coliseum plate. Increase effective exposure on you for no corrupting blood. Last shield. No. Getting close to half a tab of shields with 2 divines and 1 magmatic ore. And then I guess now it's back to smashing maps because I don't have any more shields. I spent an hour trying to do something with those. But Syndicate Safe House. Let's go. Oh yeah, I do not understand it, but occasionally I can gain a Frenzy Charge because of the Blood Rage. That's the only possible way I have to get a Frenzy Charge. But if I'm unable to do damage, I shouldn't be able to kill an enemy. So, unless I had a Culling Strike. Reforge the number of sockets on an item 50 times. Gotta be something that can have 6 sockets on it. What do we got here? Neuro's Harp. Not amazingly rolled. I also got these new pair of boots. I think they're new. Another pair I haven't seen before. Debilitate enemies, which you lower their movement speed and damage when you suppress their spell damage. I could go for this new bow. Boom. 5 sockets. Div card swap. 5 scrap metal. 5 unmakings. 3 jewelry. Leash of Ablation. You can have an offering of each type. Marylene's Fallacy. It's the big crit multi. Back to pushing maps. That puts me in T9s currently. Last Panda didn't give me a breach splinter either. My 3rd breach, no splinters. It is absolutely crazy how much attack speed that I just generate on this build from these gloves. Like the leap slam pops off everything. I got 3 frenzy charges. Part of me is just like kind of confused and wonder how do I get frenzy charges? But I'm also like, I'm not gonna complain kind of thing. This is kind of crazy. This enemy summons its like tail out of the ground, and that kept the Aracali touched, and it can summon 2 Aracalis on top of each other. Seems a little busted. Nice. Sea Witches Underground Sea. Geode map. Like it's been a long time since that one's been around. Got my Quant Wheel finished. I don't know what to go for next. Maybe I get Sulfite Infusion just to passively generate some Delve. I do the same for Syndicate. Level 88. I really need to fix this Chaos Res. I take Avatar of Fire. I can remove this mastery and change it to fire exposure, applies an additional -5. So now my Scorching Ray applies -30 while applying flammability on top. Oh, rip. Don't have freeze immunity yet, which literally is just waiting on Divine Vessel. Get an Acceleration Shrine, and boss melts. Pretty wild. Ow. It can hurt still, though. A beach map. That is exciting. What is that? Soulbound? Link skills. Okay. Useless. Ooh, I see good news. We are planning to rebalance the rate you get geodes and Crucible Tree experience so that you get more from moderate difficulty encounters and it doesn't feel mandatory to push yourself to do the incredibly difficult encounters. Cool. We're rebalancing Crucible monsters, especially with regards to them currently being too tanky. Good. We have a plan to increase visibility and granularity of encounter difficulty. Those are good things. The big buffs to League mechanic. Beach map looks doable. Corrupt it though. Museum map. So can I do a T12 map with 40 monster res? Buffs expire 70% faster. That's gonna affect the uptime on my adrenaline and onslaught probably. Maybe this is a rush the boss kind of map. Okay, well, the basic enemies are dying, so maybe we're just fine. Oh, wow, that's way less uptime on the Blood Rage, even. I can still keep up the adrenaline. It's crazy. It doesn't seem like you can gain adrenaline while you already have adrenaline. It seems like it always wants to wear off, and then I'll get it again. Whereas I think Onslaught will just refresh its duration if I get it again. Okay, T12 boss with 40% res. And it's a little bit harder to keep up my adrenaline, and I do not have Chaos Res. And the boss will die. It's okay. This enemy has life cannot be leached on it, and I'm still getting my onslaught and adrenaline from it, because the totems are leeching life to me off of that enemy that cannot be leached. Full on soul fight again. Back to Delve. Volcanic Fissure level 20 and skill point. So I believe Iron Grip here is probably like the best thing I could get at this point to boost my damage. It's just a long way away. Take 6% life at this point, I think. Damage is doing okay. So, do I flip a Volcanic Fissure? It's 20% increased fire damage. And then the Herald of Ash is whatever. I guess I'll wait for the others to kind of hit and do all of them at once. Then go smash some lower maps to get it back. Resonated Trove behind my first wall I actually opened. Ooh, Betrayal spawn in T12 map. That's good, provided that I can kill them. Get him. I don't think so. Got away. Extra life in here. Reduced effect of curses. Less armor. Kind of a rough map. Another Syndicate in a T13 map. Okay. I actually have to empty the unique tab now. There's a few duplicate uniques, not too many. Decent Syntrex. Alright, more space acquired. E14 Terrace map. This boss shouldn't be too hard, because my totems are immune to fire. So as long as these firestorms aren't getting dropped on me, this should be okay. They're getting dropped on me though. Oh, nice. All of them coming from one direction. It's 5 chests. Hopefully I can kill them. No! Oh my goodness, they burst through. Nice. Arcanist Strongbox. 2 Chaos. First Diviner's Strongbox. 2 of the chains that bind. That's good. Definitely the best thing I got. 3 more missions. Then I'm flipping gems and just smashing some yellow maps, I think. Wow. Rain of Prophecy wands. Ooh, I found Orsies. These gloves are so good for rarity farming. Ooh, nothing super great there, though. I've never built anything with the Coming Calamity. Well, that wasn't even the actual boss. And Plated Greaves. Oh, this build probably has no chance at the Wakawairua boss. Even if I don't kill the boss, though, this is a good map to kind of fish for uniques in because of the quantum rarity on the map. Oh, Winged Scarabs? Wow. 9 strong boxes. I'm set up for strong boxes. I can use my ambush scarabs. Oh, no uniques. Got a bunch of scarabs. Now, the torture begins. Okay, the Marauder Shade was easy enough. What do I do about this, though? Well, hey, taking a little bit of damage, yeah. Just spread the totems out. What? Halfway? Come on, get him. Get him. Ah, did some more damage. Like, how did I position this the first time over here to where it just wanted to run into the totems? I just can't find that sweet spot again. The struggle is real. Oh, we got another little bit. It will die eventually. It's just kind of RNG luck. Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? Yes! Ah, hate it. Hate that boss. And there we go. There's intelligence gathering. So I'm going to flip the Volcanic Fissure, which is going to lower the effectiveness of added damage on it. So I'll have to level that back up, but it gets a 20% fire damage. Multiple totems gets totem placement speed. I'll do that. Earthbreakers, totem damage, sure. Added fire damage is fire damage. Leap Slam doesn't need flipped. Vitality doesn't need flipped. Increased duration, absolutely. Yeah, that's all I even need to do. And I have 5, perfect. So yeah, the effectiveness of added damage dropped from 180 to 130. Oh wow, I'm missing a tier 3 map? Okay, so totems instant death now on being hit by anything. Alright, let's get them leveling back up. Oh yeah, they have to be away from stuff. I actually have to use myself as bait for the enemies so that the totems can actually get an attack off. Cartographer Strongbox. Yay. Wow, I got 2 8 mod maps. Should have finished off this level before I flip these gems. Totems are immune to fire damage though, so some things, they're okay. Strongbox. Get a 2-stone ring, unique. Nothing too great. Level 90. Now I can feel a little more comfortable trying to push something kind of difficult. Really trying to grind out the level in white maps. I'm gonna get more life. Almost 4k. My first breach splinter. Let's go. Alright, the gems have leveled enough that the 11 map, clearing it just fine. Might actually get back to doing some amount of XP gaining in this. Rat's Nest. That's a useful helmet. And the shrines are so good. Echoing Shrine for the boss. Visual clarity is superb. Ball domination. I got 5 greater eaters out of that map. I'm up to 8. I have 8 graders. What to do with them? Okay, so helmet has nothing good on it. We'll use the Ember and the Eekers here. Chance to shock, mana regen, chance to freeze, attack damage. Okay, that's something. Boots, Battle Mage Cry, elusive effect, Ancestral Cry, chance to avoid bleed. Infernal Cry hit level. If I flip this, it gets AoE. Aura effect by flipping Eternal Blessing. Determination just gets Bulb, and it drops to 19. That's fantastic. Flip the War Cry. So I need quality gems. Offhands, the Life Tap is fully leveled. Melee Fizz, Fire Pin, Herald of Ash, and the Steel Skin. That's 7. Oh, and the Ellie with attacks is finished now. Ooh, T15 Poorjoys? There's no way. I don't actually stand any chance at that. I do a T15 map? Arid Lake. I can handle the boss. Extra life. Ellie weakness. Should be okay. Basic enemies die. Yes. The biggest issue here isn't with the damage, it's with the totem survivability again. I need to get these gems leveled back up. T16 map drop. I could probably handle an arsenal boss too. Life speed would be okay. So if I complete this map, I get a favorite slot. That'll be cool. And if I can do T16 maps now on the build, means I keep leveling these gems, I find better weapons, I get a 6-ling, it's just gonna keep going. Oh, of course. Chaos Exile. Okay, any 6 of the following Crucible passive skill trees. Keystone. I don't think I've seen a Keystone. Use a Chaos Orb on each of the following item level 83 or higher item bases. I need a ritual base. Okay, there's, I guess, unique Crucible monsters. This might be a bad play, but it is an opulent ritual. The only thing I'm really worried about is the rare enemies. Yeah, the damage is definitely going to have to improve, without a doubt. It's definitely not boss ready. Boom. 16 map down. And favorite slot unlocked. Now, what do I make my favorite here? Probably Underground Sea, E10. And I've got a June safe house ready from completing bosses. 24 seconds. This is chaos spam, but what? I guess Blessed Orbit? Pretty good. Divine it. Bunch of jewelers again. Let me see if I can try and get this last blue socket, because this would be a pretty big damage increase. 3 sockets and 4 sockets, hoping for blue. There it is. That was pretty quick. Cool. And now, when I channel, I deal more fire damage. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. And then I take the flipped increased duration and I put that on the Immortal Call. I also don't have an Anoint yet. Wonder if I can get something here. Anything kind of useful. Attack, spell block, all res. That's pretty nuts. Let's do that. Okay, that pushes the attack and spell block up another 8 each. That's helpful. I know what I can do. I haven't seen a Divine Vessel yet, but I have those 2 shields that offer me a Divine Orb if I were to level them up. And I could turn a Divine into 5 Divine Vessels. Oh, I get to go get my next Curax Vault thing, which is 5 Awakened Sextants. And that map allows me to have a chance to get synthesis maps from T11 plus. There's my sextants. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You pop in the map and there's the speed shrine and it gives you a massive shrine on top. Oh, it's so good. Fractured Gavel, 914 cold. This one only requires to get it to 3. Both of them are. Okay, I have no idea how difficult that is going to be. Okay, and I can probably get away with doing this in the T11 maps. Just gotta go a little bit at a time. And how is this bar 51%? That's what it says based on the XP, based on what I just did, I guess. But 50% would be to the edge of it to where my mouse is covering up. I don't get it. I also should smash these winged scarabs, or the ambush scarabs at least. And it's gonna instantly pay off with more scarabs. That's a 6-link. Not usable, but a 6-link. Another operatives. Gilded breach scarab. I think these have changed now, yeah? Additional clasped hands. And there's the Arcanist box I'm looking for. Give me the money. 16 alterations. Okay. I need to stop. I shouldn't do the strong boxes until I get the divine vessels, because they all keep freezing me. 2 black oils. Oh yay, the last enemy I have to fight on this one actually wants to run away and cast frost walls. So it gets to be super tanky, and it has multi-proj. So I get none of the XP from that. Still probably just so much simpler. Go to the ossuary, max out the crucible. Okay, this is leveling up much slower here for the third part. It only gained 10%. I'm gonna have to do this a few times. Now it says 69%, that one gave me 15%. It doesn't make sense at all. It is unlocked. Divine Orb. Then I take the Divine, I need 5 flasks. Oh, boom. Vessels. Now, what do we need? We need Captain Tanner Lightfoot. That is Coral Ruins. There we go. Freeze immune. Finally. 2 more. This will get me enemies I've hit recently have reduced life regeneration. Pirate Treasure is the boss of the Coves map, I think. Which, if it's here, I do not have access to it yet, because it's easier to look here. Coves is a T16 map. Okay, now I can run the rest of the ambush scarabs. Hey, 8 challenges complete. Earn the Chaosborn helmet. Got an aesthetic. Rarity when a normal item is equipped. Wanted from magic item is equipped. Okay, that's cool. It's max rolled on the rarity. That might come in handy at some point. Now craft Fizz taken as fire, which is definitely has to be better than the armor I had crafted on this. Arcanist box. 2 blessed orbs. Singular scouting report, that's good. Maria is so terrifying. I can never see his attacks at all. Normally I can watch him and prepare for what he's doing, but not in the mess that I'm making. Yay, diviners. Oh, we got currency cards. Chaotic disposition. I got 4 chaotic dispositions. 20 chaos. I just remembered T11 has a beach map. That needs to be my map favorite. Oh, I haven't done the beach map because it upgraded. Okay, I need to run the beach map. My 20 chaos, and the chaos stacked to 20 now. That's cool. Well, I have regals. Poison on hit. Sure. Cool. Arcanist box. Only 2 alchemy. And there's another diviners. Oh, cool. I can tell which one of the mirror images is the correct one because it has the little circle at the bottom of it showing me that it was from the chest. Nothing super great here. Another 2-stone ring. Another Arcanist box. 6 additional items. And I can open it again. Ah, yes. And the beach had the 6-socket crafting recipe. Oh, nice. This is that T13 safe house that I locked in. So that means I'm looking at a T13 mastermind coming up. I wonder if T13's high enough to get the helmet. They didn't say what they did in the patch notes. They only said that they adjusted where things could drop. The issue was that before you finish the campaign, you could just farm out a mastermind and get the devouring diadem in Act 9. And it's too good of a helm, so I think they weighted it deeper in the levels of the mastermind. The information's probably out there by now, but I haven't done it yet. Level 91. Awesome. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. I'm still going to be 10 short on the mastermind. I'll have to do at least one more safe house. Passive point goes... I got the 2 6% life nodes last time. I imagine the play is probably a jewel socket. I can see if I can make a jewel here. Life. That's what I have the most of. So roll this with life mod. Life leech. Life leech. Totem life. Totem life. Life on hit. Totem life. Life on hit. Oh, come on. Life area damage. It rolled 7%, so okay. So I can refund a 6% life now, and it goes into the jewel socket as 7% life with area damage. So I remember when I put the infused channeling on, it jumped me from like 5,700 to about what the number is at now. So the gems have finally come back around that my damage has recovered, but they're only level 18, 17, 18. So the damage will keep coming. I keep grinding. I could finish out the video by going through all of the tower shields I have, but I think I'm going to wait for that because who knows how quickly these patches are going to come. It could be tomorrow even, so if it gets easier to understand what I'm doing with the Crucible, maybe I save that. So I could farm out the mastermind, or I think I could just smash these 2 bosses. Just got the level. I guess let's fight Infinite Hunger. Another Arcanist box. Give me an Exalt. That'd be amazing. Chromes. Got a Singularity though. Haven't used it since it got buffed. Pretty low on the lightning damage roll on it. Okay. Well, I hate this fight, but it's gotta be done. Right, let's see how Infinite Hunger likes the fountains of fiery balls. And I don't have Chaos Res, so this is kind of just all the totems. How did you pop out? How did he pop out? I didn't get anywhere close to him. Go. Leap Slam is so good at this. Ah. Awesome. Oh, back under he goes. You gotta get him out or he covers the whole arena in his little sludge mess. Yep, okay. Don't get hit by this. Okay, making it. I'm glad after the first one you can see where it is on the mini-map. No, just stay up here. Yeah, leaping over is not the play. Ah! Okay. Hunger and then run. It's kind of cool how the totems will block. He's popped out of the hunger phase multiple times without me being anywhere near it. It's possible that the totems just kind of alter things a bit since they force him into places like he can't get through them. And still get hit by it. I keep thinking one day I'll figure out what's going on with this boss, but at the same time, I don't know if there's anything really else to figure out. It's just jank. I've definitely ran from this thing for like a full minute before, just waiting for him to decide to come out of this. So like the only way I know of to do it is to pretty much get hit by it. And back down we go. I got a little bit more survivability than my Crangled build did, so not the worst. And Leap Slam can actually move through there. And I got that Mortal Call. Just I can take the hit, so feels like that's really the only option. Just take the hit. I took the hit that time and it didn't come out. I don't have anything showing me the cooldown on my Mortal Call. There we go. Okay, one more loop. Get him. Oh, I think it has to be under for a certain number of time at least, and then I can take the hit. It'll come out. Sure. There's no way that's the intended way to do that. I at least would hope. I don't get it. When a unique enemy is in your presence, gain 6% physical damage as extra chaos. I don't know that really helps me, but it's cool. Really cool though, at least not dying to Infinite Hunger. I honestly probably should have turned the Tempest Shield off in that fight as well and just had the bigger life pool, knowing that that boss was not going to do any spell damage. Or at least I don't think any of it's spell damage. Oh, nice. Ember time. Hook me up. I've done 3 unique maps, and I've now dropped 2 of those maps again. Double 6-link. These are weapons. Mirrored. Okay. I guess I take the fusings on that one because that's pretty useless. Yeah, but if I've ever entered both of them, gives me a chance orb. Rare items with the same name. Your legacy card number 1. I put a little bit of the Crucible XP onto this shield, and because I didn't get all the way up, it's just in a state of halfway with no indication anywhere on it of what I can do with it. I can't check to see the state of it at all. And then if I just dump this in my stash, it gets lost. Lyric Invitation. Well, this shouldn't be too bad as long as Black Star just kind of focuses the totems and then I can just run, and I guess the goal is don't die. Ow, ow. That stuff hurts so bad. Uh-oh. That is gonna... Okay. I got so much regen. I feel like Black Star's going so fast, and I get just destroyed. So the avalanche, I gotta be careful. Ow, ow, oh, almost there. Come on, totems, get it. Wait, this way. Oh, wow, I've survived every one of those. No, I didn't. I got wrecked by like the first one. But then beyond, we've managed. There we go. I'm running out of ideas on what to do with these points. Let's start speccing more towards the essences. I'll start working towards Remnants of the Past, because Farming Watcher's Eyes is going to be something that we need to do eventually. It's Grand Ember. This boots need an Exile implicit 6% movement speed. I'll take that. Yeah, I have so many of these Ebony Tower shields now. They are piling. Which is a good thing, I think. I have one of all the Curic missions, so let's see what's in here first. Malkoon. Okay. Probably run that before I use the singular scouting report. Oh, are these maps worth 7 chaos? I don't know that they are. How many chaos do I even have? 24. I'm just gonna get them. I will eventually have more chaos than I can use. We're just getting started here still. Okay, now what you got in here? Arachnid Tomb. That's a map I haven't done. I think this is a spot to use the Vol scouting report so that these maps actually become corrupted. Coliseum, Boss Life, Possessed Boss. Otherwise, that's runnable. T16 map or Pillars of Arun. I gotta do the pillars. Get that knocked off. Now what? Death and Taxes? T16 Death and Taxes. That sounds like a terrible idea. Oh, send it. I mean, it's taking damage. Totems are immune to fire damage, though. I think my biggest worry is that the totems are gonna die in the other phases of this. It's not doing too bad. Taking damage. The lightning form can take out the totems, but if the gems were leveled, they probably would have been okay. They tried to stick it out. Almost got it. There we go. Death Taxes knocked out. Jungle Valley and the Arachnid Tomb. I think that just leaves Ramparts as the yellow maps I don't have. I guess the Jungle Valley I had upgraded. Right, it turned into Defiled Cathedral. I guess I buy that. Now what's on here? Hall of Grandmasters. Maelstrom of Chaos. Maelstrom of Chaos. The 85 out of 115 Atlas completion? Yeah. You got more for me? 18 Chaos for 6 Awakened Sextants? That seems pricey. Atlas Mission. Nothing. So... this is where I use the singular scouting report. T16 Untainted, or Putrid Cloister, or Vaults Obas. T16 Untainted. Okay, well, we do the Untainted. That's crazy. SSF, so I can just... don't gotta get people in here. Oh, the gems are gonna level in here. Ability level 20. And Tempest Shield level 20. Does that give me an extra spell block? It doesn't look like it did. I don't think damage is my... biggest issue with the build. It's just the natural clunkiness of playing with these totems that is the biggest issue. It takes so much time from when they're placed to when they start dealing damage that matters a lot. And once they're down, like, they will do work as long as you don't have to keep moving them. But That's just why the map clear on this build is not super spectacular, but I think the bossing potential is pretty wild. Just need to keep optimizing it. Not really too much else I can do to upgrade it without getting a weapon or 6-link at this point, or getting the shield. Getting the shield would be enormous, and I will hopefully go and get that. I keep picking up all the shields, so have as many chances as the game will give me. Yeah, here's Earthbreaker level 19. That's extra survivability for the totems. I believe the life of the totems is based on the gem level of the Earthbreaker. Same as how Spell Totem works. And the bosses should be easy as well. Get all the juice up. Beautiful. Over 30% of my level in this map. Wild. Very cool. What do you got in here now? Maze map, Atlas mission, got Care Blade and a Drox and a Barrows with minus max. No, I think I'm gonna end it there on the Untainted. That was super fun. And I'll go through this, and hopefully tomorrow these shields, run more of them through the Crucible and see what happens. Getting the Atlas completed. It's coming along. I think things are going pretty well, and maybe there's a Mason here. We're doing higher tier maps, so the potential for a better weapon is steadily increasing, but the one I have is still pretty insane, so maybe we can find something, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. But we will find out next time. And that's going to do it for me for today. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button, as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.